Hey guys, this is Gene. I welcome you to another guitar lesson, and it's finally time to learn some great, new and fresh sounding R&B chords. I took a look again into my Berklee chord dictionary and I found some very fresh sounding cool R&B voicings which I had to learn immediately. And the cool thing about those chords is that the base of those chords are chords we already know, like a typical major 7 chord or a sus11 chord, but we're just changing the position of one finger and we get a completely different sounding chord. The first chord that I would like to show you is a very cool sounding fresh chord, and it's very great for neo-soul and chord melody because we can do a lot of stuff with our pinky. And the base for our chord is our standard major 7 chord starting on the A string. So this is kind of a cool version of a major 7 chord. So we're gonna play a F major 7 chord on the 8th fret A string. And instead of playing the major 3rd with our pinky right here on the 10th fret B string, our first finger actually becomes a bar and we're lifting up our pinky. And instead of playing the major 3rd with our pinky, we now have actually the 9th included in the chord on the 8th fret B string. And this is why this chord even sounds a little bit more kind of mystical and open. And the cool thing about this chord is that we can do some interesting stuff with our pinky. For example, we can play the octave of the major 7 on the 12th fret. And we can also play on the 12th fret B string, even including the flat 5 for some Lydian sounds. And it also sounds kind of cool to slide from the 12th fret back to the 10th fret to the major 3rd. Kind of cool. The next chord that I would like to show you is a version of a sus11 chord, which is the typical soul, neo-soul chord for dominant chords. Sounds like this. This is our typical voicing that probably all of you guys already know. But we can play a different voicing, which also sounds very cool and open. Instead of playing the 9th of the chord, which is included in the sus11 chord, on the 2nd fret G string, we're gonna play the 4th fret of the G string, including the major 3rd of the chord. So actually it's not a sus chord anymore. It actually has the major 3rd, so it is like a dominant 11 chord. The next chord that I would like to show you is another very beautiful sounding chord that I like to use quite often in my productions to create an interesting mood or a different vibe because it sounds so open. And actually this chord is a chord played over another chord, because the voicing that I would like to show you is actually just the first inversion of a C major 7 chord. So we're gonna play our standard C major 7 chord, and the first inversion of this chord has the 3rd in the bass, which sounds like this. And this already sounds kind of cool on its own as a C major 7 kind of voicing, but I think it sounds even cooler with a different bass note. Actually, we can turn this chord into a minor chord by using the relative minor, and the relative minor of C is A. So we're just gonna put an A note over this chord and we're gonna receive a very beautiful sounding A minor 9 chord. now I would like to show you the last voicing, which sounds very fresh and cool as well. It's a major 9 chord starting on the low E string. Actually, the typical major 9 chord that we always use is the one starting on the A string. Because it has that typical kind of pinky trick in there. But there's actually another very cool voicing which sounds a little bit more suspicious. It just has a cool sound starting on the low E string, which sounds like this. And actually, with that chord we can do the same thing. We have the pinky right there playing the major 7, and we actually can create some little melodies right there. So for this major 9 chord we're gonna play on the 8th fret low E string with our second finger. With our first finger we actually create a little bar on the 7th fret starting on the D string. And then with our pinky we're gonna play on the 9th fret D string, and with the third finger we're gonna play on the 8th fret B string. So we have the root, the major 7, the major 9 and the 5th in that chord. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below and a thumbs up, and hopefully see you next time.